Cubs fans, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you might just shake the very foundations of Wrigley Field. We're sitting here just days before the trade deadline, and our beloved Northsiders are making moves that could either catapult us into October glory or leave us wondering what if for another long winter. This isn't just another trade deadline. This is the moment that could define the next 5 years of Cubs baseball. You feel that electricity in the air? That's not just the Chicago wind whipping through the friendly confines. That's the sound of Jed Hoyer working the phones, wheeling and dealing like a man possessed. Word on the street is that our front office has their sights set on not one, not two, but 3 massive moves that could completely reshape this roster before we even hit August. We're talking about an elite closer who could lock down the 9th inning for years to come. We're talking about a veteran ace who's been quietly dominating hitters in the desert. And here's the kicker, Cubs fans. We might have to sacrifice our crown jewel, our future superstar, to make it all happen. The kid everyone's been talking about. The one who's been tearing up AAA like it's Little League. I've been covering this team for years, and I've never seen the organization this aggressive, this hungry, this ready to go all in on the season. Kyle Tucker's looming free agency has lit a fire under this front office that we haven't seen since 2016. This is our window, Cubs fans, and Hoyer knows it. Smash that like button if you're ready for this wild ride. Drop a comment below with your boldest prediction, and don't forget to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss a single update as this deadline madness unfolds. But before we dive into the chaos, let me ask you. The rumors started swirling like a Category 5 hurricane through Cubs Twitter, and suddenly every Cubs fan in the world was refreshing their feeds every 30 seconds. John Duran and Griffin Jackson, 2 names that should have every Cubs fan's heart racing right now. When Bob Nightingale drops a bomb like this, you know it's serious, and Cubs fans, this is as serious as it gets. Picture this, it's Game 7 of the NLCS, bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, and who do you want on that mound? Porter Hodge is great, Daniel Palencia has been solid, but Juan Duran, this man throws 105mm heat that makes opposing batters look like they're swinging pool noodles. We're talking about a closer who doesn't just save games, he absolutely demolishes the souls of whoever steps into that batter's box. The Phillies want him, the Dodgers are circling like vultures, the Tigers are making calls. But here's what separates this Cubs front office from the rest of the pack. They're not just window shopping, they're ready to back up the Brinks truck. This isn't the same organization that used to penny pinch their way to mediocrity. This is Jed Hoyer saying, we're going to win now, and we're going to win big. Griffin Jackson isn't just some afterthought either, Cubs fans. This man has been one of the most underrated setup men in baseball, and pairing him with Duran would give us the kind of 1-2 punch that opposing managers have nightmares about. Imagine the 8th inning locked down by Jackson, followed by Duran bringing that triple-digit lead in the 9th. That's not just a bullpen, that's a fortress. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is where my heart starts racing. Both of these guys have multiple years of club control. This isn't a rental situation where we're mortgaging the future for 2 months. This is about building something sustainable, something that can dominate the National League for years to come. The price tag? It's gonna hurt, Cubs fans. It's gonna hurt bad. The question everyone's asking is whether we should spend those assets on starting pitching instead. And honestly, that question is about to be answered in the most dramatic way possible. Cubs fans, remember when I said this deadline was gonna be different? Well, hold on to your rally caps because we're about to talk about an elephant in the room, and his name is Owen Casey, our #1 prospect, the future of this franchise. The kid who's been absolutely crushing AAA pitching like it's batting practice. He might not be wearing a Cubs uniform much longer. Let me paint you a picture of what we're potentially giving up here. Owen Casey isn't just prospect down below 43 in all of baseball. He's the guy who was supposed to be our answer in the outfield when Kyle Tucker inevitably signs a massive contract with someone else, Reeks at 575 in AAA. Those aren't numbers, Cubs fans. Those are video game stats. But this kid has been destroying professional pitching with the kind of consistency that makes scouts wake up in cold sweats. And here's what kills me. Casey knows exactly what's happening. When asked about the trade rumors, the kid showed more composure than half the veterans in the big leagues. "I don't have Twitter, so I don't check that stuff at all," he said. "I'm just going to show up at the ballpark every day with a smile on my face and just try to be the best I can be." That's the maturity of a future superstar, Cubs fans. That's the kind of character you build a franchise around. And we might be about to trade him away for a couple months of playoff baseball. The risk is astronomical. If Tucker walks in free agency and we've already shipped out his replacement, we're looking at a rebuild that could last another decade. But here's the thing that's keeping me up at night. What if this is exactly the kind of all-in mentality that wins championships? What if Hoyer knows something we don't? What if this organization has finally learned that windows don't stay open forever? And sometimes you have to sacrifice the future to seize the present. The Twins want premium prospects for their bullpen. The Diamondbacks aren't giving away their starting pitchers for nothing. If we want to make the moves that could put us over the top, someone's going to have to pay the price. And that someone might just be the most promising young hitter in our entire organization. This isn't just about baseball anymore, Cubs fans. This is about identity. This is about whether we're a franchise that plays it safe or one that swings for the fences when the moment is right. And speaking of swings for the fences, wait until you hear about the veteran ace who could be heading to the north side. Cubs fans, if you've made it this far, you know we've been building to something massive, and here it is. Merrill Kelly might be the final piece of this championship puzzle. At 36 years old, this man is still dealing like he's in his prime, posting a 3.34 ERA in 20 starts this season. The Diamondbacks are making him available, and Jim Riley from Ballcap Sports is already predicting we're going to make this happen. This is it, Cubs fans. This is our moment. We're not just talking about adding another starter. We're talking about adding a proven veteran who's been there, done that, and has the postseason experience to handle October pressure. Kelly isn't just a number 3 starter. He's the kind of steady presence that can anchor a rotation when the lights are brightest and the stakes are highest. Think about what this rotation would look like. Shoden Moniga dealing at the top, Matthew Boyd bringing that veteran savvy, and Merrill Kelly giving us that reliable third option that every championship team needs. With Justin Steele out for the season, we needed someone who could step up and fill that void. And Kelly isn't just filling it, he's potentially making us better than we were before. The urgency is real, Cubs fans. Kyle Tucker's free agency is looming like a storm cloud over everything we're trying to build. This is our shot. This is our window. And if we're going to mortgage the future by trading away Owen Casey, if we're going to shell out the prospects needed to land Duran and Jax, then we better damn well make sure we're getting a starter who can help us win it all. Hit that like button if you're ready to trust Hoyer with this all-in approach. Drop a comment below and tell me if you think we should trade Casey for these moves. And subscribe because this deadline is about to get even crazier. The Milwaukee Brewers are right there breathing down our necks, and we're only up by 1 game in the division. This isn't about playing it safe anymore. This isn't about building for tomorrow. This is about seizing today, about making the moves that championship teams make when everything is on the line. Merrill Kelly gives us that extra boost we need for the final stretch. He gives us a better third starter come October. Most importantly, he gives us a fighter who knows what it takes to win when it matters most. Combined with the bullpen upgrades we're targeting, this could be the perfect storm that finally brings another championship to the north side. Cubs fans, we're standing at the crossroads of franchise history. Do we trust Hoyer to make the moves that could define the next decade? Are we ready to say goodbye to our top prospect for a chance at glory? Can we handle the pressure of being all in for the first time since 2016? The trade deadline isn't just coming, it's already here. And our beloved Cubs are about to show the baseball world what they're made of. The question is, are we ready to ride this wave wherever it takes us?